All right. Welcome to our new thing we're doing this year. The Bhava leadership team. Welcome, everybody. And here we are meeting. Some of you all know us, but here we are. Hi. Awkward. Okay. Hey, what are we doing? So, we are the Bhava leadership team. Hello. We are here every month. We're going to come on the first Wednesday of the month at around this time and deliver messages from spirit, channeled messages from spirit. So we did a year long one last month. If you want to go back on the page and check that out, that was really, really cool. And now we're going to go through, we're going to break it down month by month. So we're still sort of working out the format and figuring that out. But what we did today was we all hopped on a little bit early, and then we grounded in, we said our prayer, and then we scribbled our messages because we thought it was boring to watch us do that. So we're ready to share the messages. But here's what we haven't done. We haven't shared with each other. So we have no idea what we have individually channeled. Here's our process. We tap in and we tune into spirit, and then we open pen and paper and we do what we call automatic writing. Now, the automatic writing, when people think about that, they think it's like, oh, I'm being taken over by a spirit and like my hand is being moved without my control. That's not what it is. It's channeling and bringing it through and writing down the message from spirit. And it's a really powerful and sometimes a lot easier way to channel, because it grounds it anchors it in. So that's the way we like to do it for now. We might do it differently in the future. And if you want to watch us channel, let us know, but we think it might be boring. Anyway, so we're the Bhava Spiritual Mission. And really quickly, I would just love you guys to just introduce yourself really fast. Ian, let's start with you.
Okay. My name is Ian. I'm in Minnesota. I've been with Bhava for many years. So I'm one of the Bhava leaders here.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. Marilyn.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Harder. I am what I like to call a Christian plus with Bhava. So deeply rooted in the Bible and my walk with Jesus, and have found so much more through the Bhava spiritual mission. And that's where the plus comes in. And I'm also a leader.
Awesome. Thanks, babe. Linda.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm here from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I've been with Bhava now for 4 years, 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And again, part of the Bhava leadership.
Awesome, babe. Yes. And Harmony.
I'm Harmony Pretty, and I've been with Bhava also for many years. And I'm in channel. I'm a dream lover, mystical soul. Yeah.
Yes, you are. I love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And I'm Ingrid Turner. I founded the Bhava Spiritual Mission, and in the Bhava Spiritual Mission, we do things like come on here and we channel and we go live and we give back as much as we can. Our goal is to help you move from fear to love. That's the gig. All right. That's how we're shifting into the new earth, into the new paradigm. And we are all here super committed to that. One of the ways we do that is showing up here and sharing messages and channeling and tapping in, sharing with as many people who want to experience it. And then we also run a certification program and an ordination program where we help you ferret out your spiritual gifts, your unique spiritual gifts, and then take those into the world. And you can learn more about that on our Bhava website, bhavamission.org. And if you want to leave a donation today for our channel messages, donations are welcome. I put a link in the description. You don't have to. Take it what resonates, leave the rest. Are we ready? Okay. Yeah, we're ready. All right. We're going to go through and we're just going to read what we wrote and see what these messages are. It's going to be a surprise to us too. Like I said, we don't know what each other just channeled. So Ian, let's start with you, my love.
Okay. Well, spirit can be pretty straightforward and logical to me. And it was pretty much what I've been getting the last couple weeks of the last year, and then into the first week of this year. And it's about balance, mainly about balancing your logical, your logical head, and then your intuitive heart. So balancing those two energies for this month, and that's mainly because it is, and I just talked about this with my mentor. Was that so the Gregorian calendar? Started way back, however long. So they picked January 1st as the new year, right? And then all the European countries, and so we evolved into incorporating that. But there's also another a longer calendar, which the Asian countries use, and instead of January 1st for the new year, it's the first new moon of the year. So that for this year, I think it's around February 9th or 10th. So, and then you'll know that as the Chinese New Year, and we're going into the Year of the Dragon. So the differences between the two is exactly that. So the Gregorian calendar is very logical. You have 12 months, and it's split up in 12 months, and we all follow that. And it's very logical and very straight to the point, and everybody follows that, and it's easy to use, right? And the other thing is that we call that the cosmic calendar, is because it follows the time and everything. So we have to balance that. So a lot of people are, if you're struggling to go into the new year right now, is maybe because you could be acclimated to the Asian New Year, which is since the new moon is on February 9th or 10th, right? So you still have time, so don't worry. So if you're still wrapping up, whatever you did for the last year, and it's important to kind of like review our things year by year. So wrap up what you need to do. Do reflections. You still have time for that. Review your year, and then by February, you can start the new year too with the Asian New Year. So it's that balance there that you can incorporate, right? If you want to, you're right. If you are more logical minded, and just go straight ahead into the new year, and that's perfectly fine too. But the thing is, I think people need to know is starting the new year in January, you move pretty fast. Right from the holidays, and then boom, you're right into the new year, and things move pretty quickly. And you're like, what the heck just happened? It's like 2024 already. So that's your logical mind. It moves fast. Logical people, they move really fast. It's like A, B, C, D, and then they just move right through. Intuitive people, where we slow down a little bit, right? We need to absorb information and maybe sit with it a little bit and slow down. So for intuitive people to move faster is to actually slow down. So if you want to move faster, and you're more intuitive, the thing is to slow way down, like meditate, do your reflections. Once you have that grounded, then you're you move really fast after that. So again, it is a balance between your logical and your intuitive. So that's my message.
All right. Thanks, Ian. Just integrate that for a second, just a few seconds. Thank you. I see a lot of pink when I close my eyes after that message. All right, Marilyn.
I love that, Ian, because it just seamlessly blends right into the heart of my message. So I picked an overall theme for it, was staying connected to the present moment, and newness is in every moment. It has nothing to do with cyclical cycles. So very much in with what you said, Ian. So I'm just going to read a little bit of what I wrote and, share some stories. I put a little line in there as, there's too much to write, right? Mm-hmm. So newness is in every moment. It's not tied to a new year. You have never experienced this moment, or this one, or this one, or this one. This is what you are meant to revel in, the newness of it all. The true gift of life is found in the present moment. You are the ultimate creator of your microcosm. You only have to bring attention to the wrinkles with the intention of smoothing them out and then let go. Let go of the process. Stay in the frequency of love and in the newness of the moment. Surrender. Let God work in the background. It's always processing. Spirit is always at work for you. When you stay in presence of gratitude, let the moments of inspiration guide you. Even when things aren't looking to work out, find gratitude in the way things are. And the guidance of wisdom of the pain points may have some wisdom for you. They also may work themselves out. I had a recent experience with this. I'm flying to Michigan for a family visit with my daughters, and it's pretty expensive. So I went out there and I got the cheapest flights I could get. And they were screaming deal, like $100 each way, which is out of control from California. And there was a 9-hour layover in Chicago. And I had a little windfall of money and I was like, ooh, maybe I can adjust it. Nope, they were set. I bought the cheap tickets. You can't adjust it. It's just set in stone. So I got into really good gratitude about it of like, okay, well, I've never been to Chicago. Maybe we can hop on a train. So I went, and with my daughters, we went into this whole kind of deep dive of what we could do with those 9 hours in Chicago, and got to a point where we're actually a little excited about it. Okay, well, we're going to make the best of this moment. I woke up this morning and I had an opportunity to shift the ticket. So it was able to shift it. And literally we got to gratitude like 2 or 3 days ago. And so God was working in the background. I was originally stuck in this place of like, oh, this is going to be so tough. This is going to be so hard. And I got into this moment of opportunity and everything just blossomed open. And it was even so funny that the girls were like, oh, bummer. We were really looking forward to it. So that's the kind of presence of gratitude, that I was called to bring attention to. If the present is uncomfortable, that's something that a lot of people are really feeling. Anxiety and depression are yin and yang twins. What's anxiety really? It's the body preparing you for action. So sometimes there is action, and sometimes the action is the action of letting go. So make a list, sit down. What do you feel like is attacking you? Are there things you can actually take action for? Are you feeling anxiety in the moment because you have to communicate better? Is there something hanging over your head that you're trying to avoid? Are you procrastinating? 20-minute timer. If you've never done this before, set a timer for 20 minutes of doing whatever you want, super fun. You can scroll on your phone. And then as soon as it rings, you set a 20-minute timer and you do what you need to do. And you break it up until all of a sudden there's momentum going. So once all the anxiety is moved through, then what? When you're all done, if there's anxiety still there and there's no action to be taken, you got to sit with letting go. What if this is not mine? In the present moment, and you've done all the action that can be done in the present moment, but you're thinking about the future impacts of things that have never gone into, rolled into, you got to let all of that go. In the present moment, you've done everything that you can do. Maybe you're feeling somebody else's anxiety, and Ingrid is a huge proponent of this, of check in, give it a percentage. How much of this is mine? What can I let go? Depression is anxiety's twin. It's the deep blanket of overwhelm to the point where you just release. Same tactics apply. Make a list. What's making you feel so down and deflated? Usually it's procrastination, which is that putting off of the anticlimactic of no action. Same process, 20-minute timer, making a list, and then knowing when to let go. Let's see. And the last kind of thought process was really make a commitment to stay in that present moment. Make a commitment to finding peace in that present moment. Make a commitment of slowing down and letting go.
Oh, good note to end on. Thank you, my love. Okay, we're seeing a thread, aren't we? Starting to develop. All right, Linda, love.
Well, to follow the thread, take a step back to review where you've come from to see your progress. Take it slow. Take care of yourself by any means necessary. Stay grounded. Speak your truth. Surround yourself with the people who love you. Right now, it feels gloomy and bumpy, the ride to start the new year, but sunshine is coming. Keep going. Radiance is on its way. Keep preparing to receive it. So basically, staying present and everything that Ingrid and Ian have already touched upon.
Marilyn.
Sorry. Yes, Marilyn.
So I get dingy when I channel, and like I don't remember names and I confuse people. Does that happen to anybody else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dingy. Okay, so we're all a little dingy. It's cool. All right. Harmony, ding us home.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed, I was like giggling a little bit as
You
were talking because I'm like, oh, we're hitting a lot of the same messages. I love it. Okay, so as I was getting ready to tune in, I just felt like I was like holding my breath and I needed to exhale, like I'm holding all this energy, all this pressure, and I just heard like release, like self expectation. Okay, that like collectively, this is a really interesting time of year, right? With Ian was just talking about, we're supposed to like hit the ground running. It's a new year. Like people are like, I'm gonna make the money, I'm gonna get the body, I'm gonna like do all the things, I'm gonna get the goals and resolutions. And I actually heard the opposite. I heard Spirit say what you guys have all been saying already, which is it's okay to slow down. It's okay to go at your own pace. Like if we look at nature, for instance, in the Northern Hemisphere during winter, like animals hibernate, plants hibernate, right? They go inward. We all slow down and take that time so that the natural motivation can occur, that natural alignment, the inspired action will come. So if you find yourself kind of like chaotically moving around being like, I'm going to do this goal and do this, but like you might be feeling really exhausted, to really take that time to slow down. That like our society actually doesn't support that natural cycle. And it's really important to take that time to slow down, to go inward. And I also I feel like a lot of energy too, like collectively around money. And that's a really interesting one with the resolutions. And once again, Spirit was saying same thing. If you can slow down, that like natural inspired action is going to flow springward. We're going to plant those seeds right now. I also heard pay attention to your dreams, that dreams might be especially vivid right now. And that the more we slow down, we're going to be able to pay attention to those messages coming through in our dream, which is guiding the way forward, the steps forward. So really just simple message. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to go at your own pace. Release some of the expectation of yourself this month.
Okay. So on that note, this is just mind blowing every time we do this. I'll read what I got. While the energies this month might in the moment seem erratic, a little pointless and unclear, it's like branches of a tree. There's a method to the madness. The branches take the best way to the sunshine, and so do you. Be extra patient with yourself and others and any results you are craving this month. There will be a lot of activity this month and a lot of frustration because it won't look like much progress is being made, and you will be craving progress. But progress is being made like branches on a tree. So this is a great month to work your faith muscle. Faith truly is a practice. Stress is another form of fear, and that's where you'll want to default to. But just a bit more discipline, a bit more focus, and a firm decision at the beginning of the day will shift you out of stress and into faith. This moment. When you arrive at this moment, you will laugh and enjoy the comedy of life, especially this month, because it is very slapstick. This is where me and Harmony were both giggling. And you're moving beautifully in the direction of your intentions. Try and have more fun this month. You don't have to suffer, and we promise you it's all developing beautifully and just how you imagined it, and then some. Just not all at once this month. So that's all sort of exactly in line. And this is a really fun way to demonstrate how spirit comes through all of us through the lens of our experience and delivers the same message, but with different words, different images, different analogies, right? Isn't that gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're all needed, because not everybody resonates with an Ingrid, not everybody resonates with a Marilyn, et cetera, et cetera. Like there's different energetic connections we're all making. So, oh my God, thank you guys so much. In summary, presence, chill, go slow, have a little fun. And I really got, it's going to be chaotic. I got the money thing too, Harmony, like a lot of focus on money, which is Capricorn season, right? So that Capricorns are, they got a reputation.
I live with a Capricorn.
Oh, yeah. I grew up with a Capricorn. My mom's a Capricorn. Yep. All right. Does anybody else have anything to add? All right. And hey, if you're watching, oh, what? Yes.
Sorry. I had another thing that I wrote down, but it didn't fit in my message. And now I see where it fits about the money thing. So there are going to be potential dips and losses in feeling of like that guttural, like sinking moment of lack. And the story that I was reminded, so just kind of follow this trail for a moment. So when I was born really funky in my mom's womb. My legs were internally rotated, pointed backwards, and my foot was upside down, like I had a club foot. They said I would never walk. I did leg braces or orthotics growing up, and then my body was okay. And periodically through the years, I've had a lot of hip issues on one side, this side where my foot was upside down. And I've done feet exercises and orthotics. And in the last 4 years, I've had 3 pairs of orthotics, and I've accidentally thrown or donated them all away. The last one being like 2 days ago. And it hit because I just spent like $300 on these things. And it hit hard, like that deep guttural drop of like, I can't believe I did that. And almost instantly, because I was so present, this wave hit over me of, it's okay, just exercise your foot. And I was like, that's weird. I know lots of things. What could I possibly need to exercise my foot? And I was like, okay. And I was thinking about it, put it in the back of my mind. And I was flipping through Instagram and saw a thing for Human Garage, which is like deep fascial release and movement. And I did their, oh, by the way, if you have any pain anywhere, they have a free reset, not sponsored. And I did their 1-day reset. My foot feels better than it's felt in years. My hip feels better than it's felt in years. And I had this realization that I had to let go of the crutch and I had to let go of the money in order to find the real solution.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, just sort of on a broader like teaching moment, anything that is taken away from us is here to help us as much as anything that is given to us. Faith muscle, trust it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Let go of the money thing, I guess is the
let go of the money thing. That's a big one.
Find the blessing in the lack.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no lack.
Mm-mm. Money's not real.
No.
It's like
There's abundance there is abundance in its emptiness sometimes. Getting back to simplicity.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anybody else have anything else to add? No. Feels complete. Beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Bhava babes, for coming on and doing this. It's vulnerable to open up and channel and do this, and I really appreciate it. But it is so much fun. I just love us and the thread we weave. Thank you so much for jumping on and viewing the live. If you viewed us and you have any comments, if you have anything to add, if you had some dings, something coming through, I want you to trust that. Leave that in the comment, because you are helping to expand on this message for other people who are watching this later. Scroll, you know how we scroll through the comments and we look at stuff. So leave your comment. Trust yourself. And we'll be back next month, the first Wednesday of February, and we're going to do it all over again. See what February has to bring. check us out, bhavamission.org. Love and appreciate you so, so much. Thank you.